got a freestyle I just dropped on YouTube.
Let's get this party going.
You got another day to be great. You woke up, so that means that you have another day to be great.
All right. What's up, y'all? So listen, this is another episode of the Homeroom with Smooth podcast. All right, episode 341, No Bail. All right, no Diddy. That man ain't never getting out. I almost called this episode No Lube, but I was like, man, I don't know if YouTube going let me ride. I don't know if YouTube gonna let me ride.
That is horrible. I'll tell you off pod what I ran into yesterday.
Oh no! Don't tell me you found the Diddy party.
That's wild.
No, but crazy story. So first of all, look. So I got with me Peace. Let me turn the names on. Real quick. Let me turn the names on because I'm bullshitting. Boom. All right. So we got with me DJ P Smooth. What's good with you, bro?
What up, man? Everybody good?
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm good. I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? Life is good. I'm just glad to not be at work.
Boy.
I felt like I lived here.
Oh, I'm surrounded by smooths right now. I got Smooth, I got P Smooth. I'm like, one's a DJ, one's a doctor. I'm just, I don't know what to do. Feel inadequate.
You can be honorary Smooth this episode.
Right. That's smooth. Man, but yeah, man. I was like, I wanted to name the episode No Lube so bad, man. But then I was like, dang, they're not gonna let me fly like that. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna let me rock. My thing is this though, like, first of all, what did y'all think when y'all heard the news? Okay, let me get y'all thoughts first. Because I didn't say it a lot about this.
Man, listen. When I first saw the headlines, bro, I honestly thought it was fake. It was fake news. And then once I started seeing multiple outlets posting it, I'm like, okay, I'm still not fact checking. I give myself about 48 hours before I start fact checking. But I'm seeing it posted on multiple outlets. I'm like, it was so crazy that it made me almost believe that the Illuminati could have did this. Like, I'm like, no, did they really plant 1,000 bottles of baby oil in this man's house?
Yeah.
Like, 1,000? And you gotta think about it like this. That's just what he had left.
Right.
So how much baby oil did he have before all this stuff was coming up to, you know, to the forefront?
Bro, listen. What's crazy about that dude's house is he got a big old bed in the backyard. It's like 52 feet of bed in the backyard, just in the open backyard. I said, fam. I said, oh, he's a freak. He's a super freak. I ain't never seen no mess like no cover, no nothing. There's nothing over it. It's just a bed in the wilderness, but it's just his backyard. Like,
yeah,
that is wild. And like Smooth said, when I first saw it, because I'm like, and I didn't even see it like on any headline. I think it just popped up. It might have popped up on X or something like that. So then I'm like, man, whatever, right? And then I saw it like on CNN. I was like, oh, and I started seeing other stuff. I'm like, oh, like they actually got him. And then when they read like all the charges and everything too, and I saw the other, I was like, oh crap! Like they just saw like it's going down. But yeah, but my other thing is like his backyard and other stuff were stuff they had access to. Why didn't we see that before? Unless it just didn't come out after, because they searched all the premises when they're still trying to look for them. And then so like it does seem kind of weird that we didn't know about all these bottles of lube beforehand and the mystery bid. So
So the reason we didn't know is because all of that stuff was under seal. They took off. They removed the seal on that information yesterday.
Oh no,
So
I get that, but
oh
I'm
yeah.
saying in today's day and age when everything's leaked anyway, that's what I'm
Oh
surprised there was like nothing.
yeah.
There was like nothing.
So from the indictment, I can tell you, he he will make sure you're not gonna give out that information, okay? Either through Sean Combs, aka P Diddy, aka Diddy, aka PD, aka Love, okay? He will make sure you're not giving out that information. Bro, that was the craziest part of the indictment. Like they literally listed every name he had. I was like, oh yeah, bro, they getting you. They packing you
that's
up.
really crazy.
Huh?
And that almost makes me think, like, what if that's why he kept changing his name?
Bro, it had to be. It had to be. It had to be. Like, nah, that wasn't Sean Combs. That was P. Diddy. Nah, that wasn't P. Diddy. That was Diddy. Nah, that was just PD. Nah, bro, I'm a changed man. It's Love now. All love.
Yeah.
Man, I hate to see it. I hate to see it, man. But man, if he did the crime, bro, that shit crazy.
Listen, that man blew up Kid Cudi car because Cassie was seeing Kid Cudi. Like, had a dude cut the top of the convertible open and drop a Molotov cocktail in there. Listen, in his driveway. In his driveway. Like, it wasn't that he was just out at a random place. No, he came to his house.
He did not.
Yeah, see, that almost makes me believe he might have possibly killed Biggie.
Bro, at this point, I'm pretty sure he did. I'm pretty sure he fucking did. That indictment is bad. I only had the short 16-page version. There's a 55-page version out now. The 16-page one, I'm like, bro, say less. He did it. You ain't got to tell me nothing else. Nothing else. He did it all.
That's wild.
Yeah, he's like, I did it all.
Yeah, he called the old girl that was in Danity Kane 54 times before she made a statement on his behalf. I'm like, what was you saying to her? You was over there really threatening this lady. Called her 54 times. I ain't never called nobody 54 in one day.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, Buddy was going through it. He was having a heart attack. He was over there stressed. He's like, man, I need somebody in my corner. I need somebody. Man, and then look at his kids, bro. His kids all on like TV and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, they're showing up in support of his father. Man, hey, listen. If I know my dad did this shit, okay, if I know he was a freaky ass nigga with guns and beating people up and got all this lube, no condoms, that's the worst part about the list of freak off materials, all right? Like, they gave out the whole list of everything he would ask for. There was no condoms listed anywhere. I'm like, y'all some nasty Negroes.
BYOC. I'm done. Sorry.
Oh, that's crazy. BYOC. That's
wild. That nigga got everything else in the house, but I gotta bring my own rubber. That's crazy,
bro. That dude is a freak man, bro.
Man, I do feel sorry for the kids, though.
Yeah, I do feel sorry for them, but then at the same time,
if they did have anything to do with that shit,
right? That's my thing, man. And they got all the videos of the freak off. I had to say yesterday, I'm like, when I read that part, I was like, Young Miami, listen, you on video, like that interview you did on your podcast. Yeah, you're gonna have to follow up. You're gonna have to get some statements. You're gonna have to clear your own name. Because you was at the freak off. And my thing is, Diddy ain't even the one smashing you. He hired male prostitutes to make pornos on his behalf. That's what he would hire male prostitutes, fly them in. I was like, how do you fly in a male prostitute at that for your girl so you can watch and then beat you in the corner and record? What are we doing? They would bring lighting. If the lighting didn't fit his needs, they would bring lighting. I said, nigga.
Oh, yo.
Like, it is a
That's
whole
crazy.
production.
Oh man.
That's wild.
Yeah.
It was crazy, man. That's crazy, bro. I didn't know you were doing that. I didn't know you was flying niggas out.
Bro, listen. He was flying niggas out. Flying niggas out and dropping a bag on them like, get to work.
Oh
man. And the participants, most were unwilling. So he was drugging them up. When they got him in the hotel, he had ecstasy and shit on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, what's you weren't even like concerned that you might get picked up that day. You wasn't a slight bit concerned. You wasn't a slight bit like, I might get caught today. Let me not do this. I came back to New York because they asked me to. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they didn't have to come find me somewhere. They already took my passport because I tried to leave earlier.
Yeah, you hear that he like gave up like $50 million and he gave up all his family's passports and shit.
So here's the thing, though. They still didn't give him bail. They said, nah, they turned all that mess down. They said he a threat to the public. He a threat to the witnesses.
I mean, if he throw a Molotov at people's cars.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
He's fucking playing Where's Waldo for a while. Yeah, I see it.
Bro, listen. Down. That man is down bad, bro. Down bad. Holding off people's careers because they didn't want to freak off. I'm like, what kind of shit is that? Because I don't want to freak off. You holding off my career. Then he's allegedly instead of the girls, he's over there smashing random dudes to include Carl Winslow. Possibly. This is just rumored. Like people keep saying Meek. I'm a bit more doubtful of that one. Like that just seems a bit more outlandish, a bit crazy. Somebody threw Devin Haney name in the ring. People said Trey Songz was there. I'm like, what?
Like at this point, is anyone off limits though? And it seems like the answer is no.
The baby name dropped Jay-Z and Beyonce for being there. I'm like, what we doing?
Yeah, I mean, my thing with that though is that's kind of like it's almost like you go to school and then you see rumors about girls getting smashed up under the staircase or up under the bleachers.
Yeah.
Like, you're not part of the smash shit. You know what I'm saying? But you just associated with the school that, like, what if those people that they name it, what if they was just at the parties, but they wasn't, you know what I'm saying, aware of what was going on? Or maybe they was at the party and they were aware, but they wasn't participating. I feel like there's too many variables with that.
Yeah, for sure.
With their type shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, to what extent though?
Mm-hmm. No, that's facts. That's factual. That's factual.
I'm just ready to see how this shit.
I'm just giving. Mm-hmm. What'd you say?
I'm just ready for how this to play out.
Oh yeah. I'm ready for this to go to trial. I need day by day coverage. I need wall to wall. Man, they need to do it like the Young Thug trial. This got to be televised. This is peak television.
It's not going to be though. It's not going to be.
Peak
Unfortunately.
television. Man, my thing is like, how many videos did they find? Like, they're like, yeah, we have the video. The dude said we have the videos. Like, and I'm like, did it take y'all all this time to go through all the videos? Like, who did y'all see? What did y'all see? That's really what I want to know.
Yeah, I mean, but you know, it was always rumors about people trying to get into the music industry and how they would pretty much
Yeah.
blackmail artists, be like, hey, yo, you gonna sign this deal, this cheap deal. If not, we got this video of somebody, saying, hit you from the back. So if you don't want this to get out, then I need you to take this deal type shit. So, I mean, all the rumors are kind of aligning with each other right now.
Yeah.
It's kind of, it's not making it, too far fetched right now, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not one to, believe everything I hear, but it's a reason why it's a rumor in the first place. That's how I always feel about stuff like that. So,
Facts, man. Yeah. Frankie, your thoughts? You know what I'm saying? You got anything else you want to add?
I'm gonna say this is wild. I guess it's crazy that a lot of this has come. It had to come so far and be hidden so long, for it to actually come out because, like I said, this has been going on for years, decades, which is crazy. And unfortunately, I think people who are like what did DP Smooth said, people who were there might not have participated, might not known about it. They're going to get drugged through the mud now as well too, as in saying that they participated, they were an accessory to it too. And so I think it is kind of important that we have to wait until it all comes out before we start, throwing people. Say this person participated, this happened to this person is accessory to do it, and dragging other people through the mud. So besides Diddy, like I kind of feel bad for these other people that might not know anything about it whatsoever.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. I did want to read this one thing from the 16-page one, and that so he would dictate the victim's appearance, he would monitor their medical records, control their housing, and then supply them with controlled substances. And then whenever he would beat on them, he would keep them in he had his staff keep them in a hotel till they were healed completely.
damn. So now that kind of, brings up the question: was that why they were in the hotel with that video?
Mm-hmm. Wait, what? Oh, yeah.
Disgusting.
Yeah, no, bro. You know what? You know what's crazy? I found this vid, man, and I don't know if y'all had seen it yet or whatever. I found this video because I was talking about it in my other video, and I was like, if I find it, I'm gonna show y'all, and I did end up finding it. So, and then we can, after we talk about this, we can move on to other more present things. So look, this is a police interview. So this is like 17 or 18. This is 2017 or 18, before we knew any of this.
Holmes. Oh, Danny. Yeah. P. Diddy, whatever you call himself. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and because I can't find the full one, so they're asking him this. So he's trying to give them an alibi. All right. So he's trying to give them an alibi. This is how this starts. He's trying to give them an alibi.
Holmes. Oh, Danny. Yeah. P. Diddy, whatever you call himself. Yeah. Go ahead. I had sex with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would masturbate on what to do with Cassie. I was like a sex slave, okay? For them, that's what I was. That's all right? I caught herpes, and I came back with season for herpes and wore. Diddy and Ross, which they good boys. Okay, they both Diddy and Ross and Canada. They all gay. DJ Khaled, Rick Ross, and Diddy. Yeah. I think they would go cocaine. I'm trying to get myself. I was 6, Diddy and Cassie. Okay. It's not good. He drinks all the time. All right, bro. GG. Let's take cocaine. All right. I'm settled fine $4.125 million with Diddy. I'm settled fine $4.125 million with Diddy. Okay, was he scared that I was exposed? I don't want to talk about Diddy right now. Let's talk about you. Don't we understand you? I mean, who?
Oh shit! Hold on. Wait. That I gotta turn the volume off for that, and I gotta get that off the screen. I forgot that part of the video exists. So anyway, he got in a shootout with the police. All right. So he got in a shootout with the police. All right. And that was in 2018. Oh shoot! I turned the volume off.
Flag from, and then he went into the Royal Hotel. Police say that's where Odie stole an American flag from. And then he went into the lobby yelling anti-Trump remarks before shooting the ceiling and chandeliers. Police say he then got into a gun battle with responding officers.
The gun battle?
Okay, yeah, and then he's still there shooting and all that. But yeah, this is in 2018. So this is in 2018 that happened. But that's after he won the lawsuit and all that. So he gave up. Freakouts go hard. Yo. Hey, yo.
Oh god.
Pause. That's before everything, bro. So I'm like, this dude gave this up unwarranted. And then he sued for STD and won. Hey.
Man.
Hey. It's tough out here. I don't want nobody to I don't wish jail on people normally, but like Diddy gotta go away. If he done half of what's in this on this rap sheet, you gotta go, bro. You gotta go.
Yeah, that's
maybe I'll just speak on the
I can't even think anything else to say on that shit, bro. That shit just too wild.
Bro, way too loud. Way too wild.
He might enjoy jail too much.
Hey, that might you know what? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm really realizing what you just said. That's crazy, man. So all right. So goddamn. So the other reason why fuck that's so fucked. So yeah. So what's the dirt? All right. So what's the dirt? He's a YouTuber. He does music breakdowns or whatever, right? And he got popping, you know what I'm saying, really popping from doing his breakdowns of the Drake and Kendrick beef, right? So that's how he got popping. So he did a breakdown of just recently Family Matters. All right. So he only has Meet the Grams, Not Like Us, and The Hard Part 6 to go. So he has 3 more videos to make in the series, right? He does these in-depth breakdowns. Everybody just got through praising him for 616 in LA. Everybody was praising him. They was on his dick. They're like, yo, great breakdown. You was showing us stuff we didn't even know. Oh my God, everything's all good. And then this one drops and people are like, oh, you're insensitive. You don't know about black issues. You don't know about black stuff. You shouldn't have brought this up, that up, whoopty whoopty whoop. And I'm just like, are y'all nitpicking because the actual substance of what he's saying is wrong? Are you nitpicking because this whole video is actually favorable to Drake? The last 2 were favorable to Kendrick because it's Kendrick's breakdown. And I think and he was providing rebuttals. So I guess my real question is like, can white people comment on hip hop?
Yes, white people can comment on hip hop. I mean, everyone's able to fucking comment. I mean, it's gonna come from a different perspective. Like, you can't really say if it's deemed insensitive or condescending to a group that you're not a part of. I guess, like, primarily a part of. I think you're able to express your opinion and say, hey, this might do that, but you can't. Sometimes you can't be the absolute authority on something. But I also it's kind of like what I said the last one, and we're talking about the whole Kendrick and Drake thing too, where pretty much it was Kendrick got half the population out here believing that Drake isn't black, and that's what the problem is. So now when something's favorable to Drake, and now they're like, oh, and like you said, now they're like, oh, the people out there saying that it's not true, it's not fair, and this is messed up, because like you said, it seems like it's pro Drake, and that was my main beef with whatever. It's because, like, we're all black, we're from different regions, so we have different issues, but it doesn't make you any less black. And I think that was Kendrick's like big attack against Drake, and then people they were writing with Kendrick about that too, because they're saying, oh, it has some credence just because Drake's from Canada, from the 6th, So, that's my thing.
Like, generally speaking, just about white people commenting on black culture in general, like, my thing about it is we are so quick to accept white people, as far as, for example, if we see a white kid do a black dance that's popping, we gonna hype them up. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's part of the argument with Eminem, as far as, is he great because he is very talented, or is he great because he's white that's talented in a black space? You know? So, but we're quick to accept people like that from the jump, but then get mad when they're comfortable enough to comment on certain subjects. It's like, we have to, you know what I'm saying? We had to nip that shit in the bud at the beginning if that's gonna be the issue. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it has anything like, well, I don't think it's not so much of the topic that he's discussing. I think we always gonna have that ill will against people commenting on our culture. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, if we don't feel like that, eventually, why are we on the flip side hyping them up when they are successful in black spaces? We don't get that same praise when we are in, when we excel in other spaces. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's kind of where we as a culture and people, we just have to kind of be mindful of how we treat a certain situation and really be in tune with how we know we gonna react if it gets too far. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's just my take on that.
Facts. I feel that. Because my thing is, and to give a bit more like specifics of the situation, well, I don't want to nitpick. I'll just end up showing it. I found the original video, so I'll just end up showing it on here and playing it so y'all can hear it, audio people. But at the same time, like, I don't see a place where I don't think it's necessarily bad for them to be able to comment, because you want them to listen to the music, you want them to buy it. So they're already a consumer and a participant, and they're technically a customer at the end of the day. If you really didn't want it, you not sell it to them at all. But no, you want them to consume it. You want them to show up to the shows. You want them to support the artists. Like, they're basically, they are what funds and fuels the hip hop machine. If we're being honest, they're the main consumer base. That's just what it is. So I think there's a place for them to comment on it, but I think that intersection where it stops being about the music and it starts being about hip hop becomes a problem. And I think for the Kendrick and Drake beef, I think, and I said this online, that, and when I say online, I said it on Twitter. When Kendrick made it, once Kendrick made his record about about Drake's blackness and or lack thereof, and how he can't say the N-word no more and all this other stuff, right? And he made it a cultural thing. Once he took it there and he's doing a breakdown, now you have this person that everybody's praising for doing this breakdown, right? If he then has to come over here and be non-biased and come give the other side's breakdown, it's gonna sound a bit off. But at the same time, you should be mad at those two individuals for even having a beef in the first place, because that shouldn't have got in there. It shouldn't have been a cultural piece. It shouldn't have attacked anybody's blackness, not necessarily, or their lack of culture per se. Like, but once you do that, you open yourself up to commentary from those other groups.
No, that's facts.
Yeah, man. That and that's basically how I feel about it. Because I only mind like ignorant people. Like, for instance, like Adam 22 seems very ignorant of the culture. You know what I mean? Like, I mind him being here. Like, I mind that those black dudes continue to support him and be around him and give his podcast life. Because if y'all just did not show up, it would just die. And then he just be a guy that does porn. And it'd be cool. But
yeah, I was
there giving him air, like.
But yeah, that definitely goes back to what I was saying about being so quick to allow white people and celebrate them in black spaces. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. Like, you know, I wish everybody was intrigued and, you know what I'm saying, thoughtful and aware about everybody else's culture, you know what I'm saying, respectfully. But at the same time, we know that there's always going to be an underlying issue among people and white people. So I don't be having any sympathy for us when we're so quick to celebrate them in our spaces. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying everybody's like that, but generally, especially in hip hop, like, it's you know what I'm saying, it's a thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it truly is a thing. It truly is a thing. And I don't get where we now you let somebody in, and then when they say something that you don't particularly like, you didn't make it about their race, and then you're like, well, this white boy, you're a white boy, you shouldn't have been here. Like, hold on, like, they was cool just a minute ago, but because you disagree with them now, like now it's a problem. I think that's disingenuous. You know what I'm saying? Because then you got the same problems with when you talk about like Hispanics being a part of the culture. You know what I'm saying? They be running around saying the N-word, sometimes more than we do. And nobody checks them. Nobody does anything to them. Nothing. They just let it fly.
I do.
I mean, yeah, but I mean,
I get what you mean, because even like, you know, even the music, like, what was it, Fat Joe? I was like, what?
Yeah, you know, it's crazy. Like, but you know, I grew up in Fort Smith, so I grew up around a lot of different minorities that we all grew up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a terrible life, but like, we all grew up on the side of Fort Smith that was considered, you know what I'm saying, not so good side. So we all came up the same way, so it wasn't too big of an issue to hear an Asian person or Hispanic person say nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, now if it was somebody that I really didn't know, that when I moved to Central Arkansas and I started hearing it from folks I didn't know, I don't know how your parents raised you, I don't know how you grew up. Like, now it's coming out of a different context that I don't know about. So now I'm looking at you kind of funny, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's still kind of iffy with me too. Like damn, is it a word that's cool for minorities to use? And then even when Drake came back, you know, bringing it back to Drake, like even when Drake came back, he was like nigga. I was like, I feel like that's some shit some white people would do. You know what I'm saying? Like you kind of now I feel like he was. To me, I receive it as okay. This person wrote it in our faces the fact that up until now nobody has checked him about using the N-word.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I took that. I didn't even take it as him coming back at Kendrick. I really took it like a slap to our faces. And I'm saying he can't say it, but if he's being accused of like, you know what I'm saying, not being as black or, you know, whatever, however Kendrick was trying to spin it, it's like, damn, it's almost like, fuck what you said, I can still say this shit regardless of what you're saying is true or not.
Yeah. I guess my thing with that is like his dad is African American as they come. His uncles, like they all play music in Memphis, like jazz and all this other stuff. Like he has like some roots there. So I can't deny him like his like, oh yeah, bro, because you didn't stay with your dad all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because your dad was a Rolling Stone and you had to go live up there in Toronto with your mama. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro, you the like I feel like they did him like the kid that his family starts doing a little better. So they moved to the other uppity block. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And now
That's exactly
because he's over there hanging out with the preparatory white kids, and whenever he comes back to the hood, they're like, man, you too good for us. You shouldn't even be here. But realistically, like if he was in the trenches with y'all, if he was in Memphis every day, you'd let him fly.
Yep. But see, that goes back to what I was saying about understanding the context of how and why people move based on how they were brought up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know why that's instilled in us to like think and move like that. But majority of us think and move like that. Like if we know that you know what I'm saying, I don't know why we glorify being poor and broke and struggling. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if you grew up like that, if you grew up struggling, then it's pretty much cool to say whatever the fuck you want to say about black people. Like as far as the conversations that we have.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and that itself might be something that needs to be addressed more. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is it that we correlate blackness with struggling?
Mm-hmm.
Like, just because a person not struggling, now all of a sudden you're not black enough.
True, very true. Frankie, what was you gonna say?
You guys hit it on the head. I mean, it is what it is. It's like you said, he bettered himself, and now they're saying like, hey, guess what? Your black card's been, revoked, which is it's kind of dumb. But I mean, that's why. But I'm in the mindset like if you're gonna get mad at if anyone's gonna say if anyone says a certain word, then don't fucking say it. That I've always been that way because. And that's the thing too with the people I'm around. If I'm saying something around them, that means I'm giving them the liberty to repeat it.
Yeah.
So, and I've always been that way. So I think that's just my issue with the N-word. But I guess also because I grew up in a more diverse background as well too. So I don't want like my white friends saying it, hearing it, thinking like it's okay. I don't want my Asian like that too because and all different like in all different walks and everything too. So I do think it comes down to that, but I know my opinion on the N-word is just different from other people's opinion on that one. But I do think Drake was saying it because he's saying, hey, you say I can't say it, so I'm gonna fucking say it. So I think he was just coming back and ripping his shit in everyone's face because you're saying, guess what? He's saying like no one can stop me. So I do agree with P Smooth on that one as well too. Like. He wasn't saying it just to get back at Kendrick. He was just saying, hey, because probably other people were trying to check him too, and it's like, no, you guys can't stop me. So
yeah, that's true. That's very true. So so I got the clip here. You know what I'm saying? Now that we had a general conversation, I got the clip here. We didn't establish our opinions and our points and where we stand on it. So this guy is called the company man. This dude right here, the black dude, and this white dude down here, that's What's the Dirt that does the breakdowns.
Okay, yeah, I see some of
Enough of this bullshit. I'm gonna start clapping back at some of these people from YouTube online who are coming with baseless, stupid takes like this guy. But I'm not putting it up on YouTube because I'd only be doing them a favor. Like, a lot of these guys don't have a lot of motion. That's like, they just don't, right? So I would be helping them if I put it up on YouTube. But what I will do is fire back on Twitter. So that's what we're gonna do. Now, keep in mind, this guy in particular, when I was talking about Kendrick and breaking down Kendrick's lyrics, I was a genius. I was brilliant. I was extremely nuanced. His words, right? Funny how now that I'm breaking down Drake, that has all changed, right? Now I don't understand the culture. Now I shouldn't be speaking on certain things.
I'm always shocked when people in the comments say, like, the analysts, people who interact with the content that I create, the videos I put out, when they say things like, man, I used to watch you in middle school. I watched you in high school. People will tell me all the time, man, when I was in high school, I used to watch you every Saturday. I'm a doctor now.
Damn, homie. In high school, you was the man, homie. What the fuck happened to you? Anyways.
You know what I mean? It's like crazy to me. And so I can understand who the majority of the people are who tend to watch a lot of these videos. And I imagine the same is happening for Matt. And he's got a lot of support from industry people. He's building relationships very quickly. But I'm not quite sure. And I'll say this. And I know for a fact that most of the people who are watching these videos are probably middle schoolers and high schoolers, just in general, because that's what it is in our space, especially.
Hey, Justin, you do realize there's a thing on YouTube called YouTube Analytics. You don't need to fucking guess at who's watching your videos, but it's kind of funny how you said you knew for a fact that all my audience is middle schoolers and high school. But let's just actually look at my analytics. Let's actually check the data. As you can see here, not a huge hit with the ladies, right? Not a huge hit with the ladies. 14%. I appreciate every one of you that do watch. Most of my audience are men, right? But when we get down to the age category, ages 13 to 17 years old, 1.2%. So my question is Justin Hunt stupid or is he just dumb? People watching my content are in between the age of 25 and 44 for the most. 40%, 25 to 34. Middle schoolers and high schoolers aren't watching my content. So the whole reason and how you just framed your angle against me was fucking stupid.
I'll say this. And I know for a fact that most of the people who are watching these videos are probably middle schoolers and high schoolers, just in general, because that's what it is in our space, especially.
It's ignorant. And it is pretty disgusting, but I see what you're trying to do. It's not working because it's stupid, but I do see I peep game.
Matt, What's the Dirt, continues to make a point that 10, 15 years from now, he wants to be the go-to guy. He wants to be the guy that has the best coverage of this battle. And probably any coverage of any battle or beef that he makes videos about.
All I do is do the very, very best job that I can. The very best job that I can. I try very, very hard to research. I put a lot of time into this. Keep in mind, we're talking about a Family Matters record that came out 4 months ago. I'm taking my time with these records. Yes, I am.
There are things that Matt just isn't in the position to properly contextualize. Like, What's the Dirt is a really great YouTube channel. Yes. I think he's from Canada too, if I'm not mistaken. He is. And so, like, his approach to it is super nuanced, you know what I mean? And you can tell he puts a lot of heart and passion into it, you know, and I think he does a great job.
This is cooking the fuck out of that dude.
Earnest efforts to be objective. He states a lot of opinions as if they are fact.
You mean kind of like what you just did regarding my audience, claiming that, you know, all high school and middle schoolers watch me and that's it? You mean like that? Like speaking facts like that?
I'll say this, and I know for a fact that most of the people who are watching these videos are probably middle schoolers and high schoolers, just in general, because that's what it is in our space.
Drake strategically trolls Kendrick by getting his own mother to start up the track, requesting that Drake not use the word.
Maybe in this song, you shouldn't start by saying...
It's pretty clever because his mother probably doesn't approve of him using this word either. She probably asked him many times over the years not to use it, but she ultimately couldn't do anything about it because Drake is half black. The other side of his family uses it, so she had really zero.
Drake is half black. The other side of his family uses it. I have a fundamental rebuttal to that.
Just to tell you guys ahead of time, his rebuttal sucks.
Okay, again, when I was talking about how I didn't realize middle schoolers and high schoolers were my primary audience, it still tripped me out. I had no idea. I'm running to compete with, you know, Rachel Maddow.
So you guys see what he's trying to do here, right? He's trying to frame it like my content is fucking corrupting the youth or some shit. It's a slime ball snake move is what it is. It's snaky as fuck, slimy as fuck, completely wrong, but that's what he's trying to do.
He gave probably to his mom and said clearly his dad, that side of the family used it. My family growing up didn't use the N-word. I made a whole video on my channel. I didn't say the N-word for 20 years.
Bro, I could kind of tell.
But it's not
So
a word.
So okay. Before we keep going, all right. So when he did that, he said, "I can kind of tell," right? People got upset, like literally got livid at him for saying that. Could y'all understand why people got upset for him saying that?
Yeah, even after the Lil Wayne, like, it was funny, but I'm also a fan of dark humor. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, if you're stating the obvious is the fucking obvious. I don't care if it's coming from a white person or a black person. That's just me. I did feel a certain kind of like, damn, I was trying to hear that shit though. But he seems like a guy that doesn't respect our culture. So when he said that joke, I'm like, oh, okay, he took it there. It just looks like his personality.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, it's all about context. And
yeah,
I'm not mad about it because if a dude's roasting me on a whole video, like, or if someone's roasting someone for however long this video is going to be about roasting guy and his product and what he wants to do, something he's obviously put a lot of time into, and he even admitted it himself, and then you're trying to diss him like that too. The person's entitled to make a snarky remark about anything too, and it's like, you know, and that's the thing too, and it's funny because it's like they're getting mad over the fucking same thing. It's like, oh hey, people making like assumptions on it, so it's just stupid.
Yeah,
but I don't know why people are getting mad because like dude's getting roasted, so he's allowed to clap back.
Okay, I was trying to see if y'all were gonna say anything different than what I said online, and y'all said the exact same shit, and it's just so crazy how like Twitter is impossible, bro. And I feel like because this guy, the company man, and because most of the internet now is on Kendrick's side, that if you do anything or seem any type of way that's either you're where somebody can discredit you easily, they're gonna try and do it through whatever means possible to get you up out of here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or if you're supporting Drake, they're gonna get you up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Because the narrative is Kendrick won, you know what I'm saying? Oh, Drake is over, the Drake party's over. We're not listening to Drake. Meanwhile, he's still on your playlist. Like, let's stop the cap.
Yeah. Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Like the company man, he saw it from the very beginning. He tried to discredit him and saying, "Oh, he's also from Canada, so like he's not biased. Like he is biased. He's doing like the whole time he's going in on him on any way possible." And then he was discrediting his face. He's like, "Oh," and then he's trying to get mad at him for trying to be like the best. It's like anything you do, you want to do your best. and usually that when you want to do your best, you try to be the best to end up doing your best, and he discredited him for that too. So like it seems
and
shit's stupid.
And to give y'all some context, the company man has allegedly, I just found out that number one, he's been a hip hop journalist for the last like 20 years or like 10 or 15 years. People were telling me he's like legendary or whatever. I'm like, nigga, I'm literally in the space. I study the space. I follow a lot of people. I listen to a lot of different things. I haven't even seen you nor heard of you. The company man, his YouTube channel has 290K subscribers, I believe. What's the Dirt has like 390 right now, or he's about to have 390 before the night's over with. So my thing is like, what you hating on this dude for? You know what I mean? Like that's the thing I can't understand, because to me it seems like you just hate. You know what I'm saying? Like you're just kind of mad that this white boy didn't kind of flew up past you in a way, like, and you was bigging him up. But anytime you seen an opportunity where you could kind of tear him down in some type of way, you went for it. You know what I'm saying? You even saying his audience is teens, knowing damn well there's no way a video that is that has cussing and all that in it is getting pushed to kids. That age group, you're not going to see them. You know where you see them? Mr. Beast videos. That's where they're at. Minecraft videos.
Yeah,
like, that's where you will find them at. Anything that has violence or excessive language or anything like that, you're not going to find them there.
And no kid is even going to think about, oh, let me figure out what Kendrick really meant on this verse. Like, right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, kids aren't digging that deep into it. They're just not. They're just not, and that's the part that I found a bit foul. But we'll let them keep going. I'll go back just a little bit, just a smidge.
But it's not a word that every Black family uses. It's not a word that's accepted in the house.
So you see what he's trying to do to me there, right? He's trying to frame it like I believe every Black person uses the N-word and every Black family uses it. Now, I didn't think I need to put this clip in the fucking video, but this guy obviously doesn't know what he's talking about when it comes to this. So let's look at why I would say that about Drake's family.
And I'm also like, I come from a family in Memphis, Tennessee, where it's like, it's just something we say to each other, you know? And it's like,
I personally don't believe this guy is really that intelligent. I don't. To me, it's clear that he took the best Twitter talking points and regurgitated into a video. There's also the fact that the last time he made a video about me, it did really well for him. So I see the play. But what he's trying to set up here and the shit he's trying to angle against me is fucking disgusting. It's snaky as fuck. It's disingenuous as fuck. And I don't fucking appreciate it.
This is a great example of getting lost in your own hubris.
He said this is a great example of me being lost because he assumed that I assumed that all Black families use the N-word. And he's trying to peg that on me and put that on me. That is bullshit. That is fucking bullshit. Fuck this guy.
But he's defining this as clever. And again, I'm still shocked every day that middle schoolers and high schoolers are the ones who are most impacted, or at least tell me on a regular basis by the work.
So you see what I'm saying? He uses this middle school, high school thing as like the basis of his fucking argument, which is completely idiotic because we just looked at the analytics. So his whole framework there is fucking stupid. Stupid.
He gives a probably for what his mom might think. He says definitely his family uses that word.
I said probably, meaning I don't know for sure that his mom ever asked him not to use it. I don't know that. Maybe she could have asked him not to use it. Maybe she asked him many times not to use it. Or maybe she just let him be. I don't fucking know. That's what the probably means there. That is what the probably means. But like when you try to take words like that and reposition and flip it to contort whatever stupid ass narrative you have, this is what you get. This is what you get.
So he's presenting things as if they're certain, but it's not certain.
How the fuck am I presenting things as certain when I preface with the word probably, maybe? You do know what those words mean, right? Probably and maybe. It means not for sure. And what's also really clever here is that Drake is 37 years old and he says the N-word 37 times on this track. And I believe his reasons for doing this is he's basically saying the word for every year that he's been alive to symbolize that he was indeed born black.
Now, I talked about, actually, I don't even know if I really talked about this. I definitely retweeted this moment when I saw this yesterday. I honestly, after I saw this, I almost tuned out to
I reached for the fucking stars with Kendrick Lamar. Came with theories that like he was talking about the Kill Bill movie, when that probably might not be the case. Like the most insane theories possible, like reaching for the fucking moon. And knowing myself that Drake does and is good at taking dates and numbers and flipping them and using it in his music, why can't this pertain to Drake? Why can't this pertain to Drake when he uses the word heavily throughout the track? He uses it heavily because it is a rebuttal to Kendrick asking him not to use it. So when I noticed he used it that many times, I'm like, holy shit, he's really turning up on this song. With his use of the N-word, like what the fuck's going on here? I did a quick Control F and it came up 37 times. So that's pretty interesting. Now, am I saying it's a reach? It could be, but to like completely destroy me on it when I had my takes on 616 and Euphoria were fucking 100 times more insane, just proves that this is not a me thing. This is a Drake thing. This is a Drake thing. They don't want to hear anything about Drake. Drake is incapable of doing this. Only Your Highness Kendrick Lamar, Jesus himself, is able to do these types of things. That's what these guys think.
let's imagine that What's the Dirt nailed this. Maybe let's say that this is his 616 moment where he's saying Kendrick is rapping from Drake's perspective. Let's say he is correct about that, the way he was with the 616 moment. Let's say that's the case. Then that would mean Drake sat down.
Like, it's funny how he gives such credence to my theory on 616, but completely shits on something as minuscule as this too, right? Like, it wasn't like supposed to be a wow moment for me. It could very well be a reach, but it is something worth noting when it, you know, of Kendrick's angle and the reason why Drake uses the N-word so heavily is to combat what Kendrick said, asking him not to use it.
Consciously thought out the number of niggas to include in his song. Landed on 37 because of his age.
All right, you guys seen enough. You see what he's trying to do to me, right? And the narratives he's trying to paint. Like, he focused on that 37 years old thing because that trended on Twitter. That's how I know he lacks intelligence. Because he's focusing on one of the most minuscule, smallest aspects of the video. But because that did well on Twitter, he put that in his video. But it's because he doesn't know what he's doing, though, right? This guy's a fucking snake. I'm telling you, fuck this guy.
Okay, and that's the end of that. That's the end of that. That's all he had to say. Whoever wants to go first can go.
I would say this. I would just say I feel like he did what he tried to accomplish, what Kendrick tried to accomplish, or did accomplish, with playing the race card on Drake. Like, I do feel like he tried to get some clout, you know what I'm saying, off of a already established and well-known or better-known, you know what I'm saying, YouTube channel. It's like, oh, this worked for Kendrick playing the race card. But I honestly feel like that's giving him too much credit to even be that methodical about the shit, too, because he sounded really stupid.
Yeah. Wait. Oh, you're talking about like he put 37 M-words in there? Yeah.
Well, no, I'm saying how the
company man.
The company man.
Yeah. The YouTuber. Yeah. Thanks. Okay. I got a little lost.
Oh, no, it's all good. It's all good. No, I can. Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. Your thoughts?
stupid. Like the fact that he is so upset on someone's take and it's so short-sighted. And I guess whatever this, actually I forgot his name now too.
Oh, the company man. The company man.
Yeah, because I guess apparently he's been in the space for a while, but doesn't do any research, which shows why he's so stagnant and doesn't know anything. Because the fact that he's trying to dispute someone's research or whatever like that too, and he's basically only putting his own experience in it too. When you could tell, he could go down with the interviews and stuff like that, saying, "Oh, guess what? Drake did say this like that," and then he's trying to show. Honestly, he reminds me of and this is like the insult I've been using on a lot of people lately. He reminds me of freaking Mojo Jojo from the Powerpuff Girls. He's gonna say the same thing over and over again in different ways because he thinks he's smarter than he actually is, and because he can say it in multiple different ways. And that's what that whole thing was based upon the kids, based upon whatever like that too. Because he's trying to target his audience, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna throw this in there at all too. So you can tell that he kind of just went on live and just spouted from the mouth without doing any research. And the thing is, if you are a figure in the space, you're supposed to be a legend. You're supposed to be doing research. So maybe at one time he was, and it seems like he only was because he was like the only one doing it. And now he's living off his own freaking coattails and not doing shit anymore. And now it's upset that someone else is doing better than him. And now he's trying to play the race card.
Living off your own coattails is wild.
No, I mean, because it's like on something as big as, because the thing is too, it's not like it's a not known person. You know, a lot of Drake's interviews are publicized because Drake is a big fucking deal. Yeah. So because Drake's a big deal, it's really easy to Google search and go, hey, like that too. And you could go Google Drake interview freaking on racial slurs or Drake interview on that too. And that's what I typed in and that's what popped up in that same interview that, What's Dirt showed. It pops up on Google. So it's very easy to freaking find. Crazy.
Because it was the first thing that popped right up.
No, it's on there because if you search my video, so you could see a bunch of stuff. Because like I think it's Drake. It's not and that shows a lack of freaking pride in your work and it just shows laziness. And that's what I mean. Like so, and people are calling you a legend. So it's like you started believing your own hype and you think that your shit doesn't stink and you don't have to do anything. And that's. And that's a horrible part about it too. So it's like you're getting out hustled by an outsider, and then trying to say, oh, he's totally wrong because he's white. And I'm like, no, it's like, go ahead and do the freaking work.
Yeah, that's facts.
So that's what I said. That the whole thing, company man, was fucking stupid.
Yeah. So again, so just to give my piece, I think the obviously the Drake, the 37 times, that was a reach, right? But in the full context of the video, which I'm not gonna end up showing here or whatever, because I don't feel like trying to skip through the 2-hour video to get to that particular timestamp. But in that 2-hour breakdown, before he says that part or whatever about him saying it 37 times, like he says, this might be a bit of a reach here, or he gives some kind of prerequisite so you don't like actually think about it as something he was like dead set on. You know what I mean? Like nobody would hang their hat on that.
Well, obviously someone did.
No, I was just gonna say like that's exactly how I took it. Like it's almost like don't take this as fact, but just be aware that this is a coincidence type shit.
Yeah. Oh, because he said it could be something. Yeah. He said it could be something. It could not be something. I just found it interesting because I know there's on push-ups, on that one when he was doing push-ups like that, and other songs that there's numbers with meanings and everything, and they're like, it could be this, it could not be this.
Yeah, and that's how he did the breakdown. So I genuinely feel like, and I said this online, and I'm gonna say this here in the video because I'm gonna keep the same energy. Like I feel like the company man is a bit jealous Like there's no reason to say this man viewership is mostly teens and middle school kids. And I'm concerned if you older than me and you got a bunch of teens and middle school people talking to you and you talking back to them, like through what medium? Like how are they able to reach you, sir? Like I don't talk to no kid. Like besides like my niece and nephew or like through some other means. Like only time I ran into kids really is like on Call of Duty. That's the most I talk to kids. Otherwise, I'm not talking to nobody children. Like I'm not. So for you to have children hitting you up on the side talking to you, sir, that's a bit strange. I find that part to be a bit odd. Maybe we need to do a deep dive on you. You know what I'm saying? But you wouldn't like that. And I'm not even that type of dude. You know what I'm saying? He said kids looked up to him while growing up. He just found out. Nah, fam. You're being disingenuous. He also said that the kids hit him up. You can go backwards in this video because YouTube Live lets you do that. Go back to that part and actually listen because we ain't interrupted. I let it rock. So can't nobody say, "Oh, we interrupted." None of that. No. We let him rock. He said that himself. He set himself up for that. You know what I'm saying? So he might be a lube collector too. We don't know. We don't know.
Oh man.
Diddy do it.
How crazy that is to just start sticking stuff on people and how easy that is. That's super easy. Like, don't do that. Like, I don't want nobody in this space, especially anybody calling themselves a journalist, to do that to anybody. You know what I'm saying? And you should have hit him up on the side. Like, literally, I hit what's the dirt in the DM and was chopping it up with him about shit. Like, because I think that's how you actually handle that shit. You don't like try and blast somebody on the internet. Like, no, if you want this person to be better, then you do that. And you're blasting over something that what he agrees is a reach. He's even telling you, I think this is kind of a reach.
Man, but you know, it's probably any consequences with internet beef. You know what I'm saying? So people feel safe behind keyboards and mouse pads and shit.
Keyboard warriors.
Yeah, and then people question my blackness. You know what I'm saying? Some dude was calling me a white boy, and I'm like, are we serious right now? He's like, man, I'm blacker than you. You're not even black. I was like, fam, if you look at my bio, it's me. That's first of all. Secondly, there's 4 videos pinned to my page that are clips from interviews where you see the same guy that's in the Abbey. Hey, and then you go through all my media, it's the same shit.
No, people they try to do that just to discredit you for whatever, and they use that because guess what? You're successful. And anytime, and I think we were. I don't want to derail this. This is something for another day because we need to go soon and stuff like that too. But I know P Smooth said it and he nailed it on the head about something. But we could talk about that with success, especially when we have success in other people's fields. And it's sad. The sad thing about it is that we tend to tear each other down from the inside than the outside, and then other people, they get afraid and they kind of do the same thing as well too. But that's a whole other subject for a whole nother day.
Yeah, but no. I mean, honestly, the way I feel about them people, I'll have said out right fucking now because that part pissed me off because I'm like, yo, so you're saying I'm not black now because I'm defending y'all from going after this white dude because y'all are being disingenuous on why y'all going after him. I'm like, if y'all gonna go after somebody, go after them for something that's actually foul. You know what I'm saying? Waste your energy somewhere good. This wasn't the hill to die on because the black dude that's leading you here is lying to you. He literally framed it a certain way to make you think this way. And you're such an idiot. And I mean this, you're such a fucking moron that you won't even actually try to think for yourself. You just find other Twitter people to agree with.
That's what the internet is. The internet it's an echo chamber, so you want to find people who echo your sentiments, so then you can be right.
True.
Exactly.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's
man.
just, and then that's the things where algorithms are jacked up, because then you start looking at a certain thing, then that's all you see. So then you must be right, because you never see like the other side. And then it's like, welcome to the chamber.
Yeah, man.
'Cause I know that's how X is doing me right now too. I clicked on one link about like that's pro Trump, whatever like that too. And I don't even follow anything, and so and it's on Twitter. So now it gives me alerts of like, oh, he's doing this. Harris bad. This is that. And I clicked on good Harris links too, but it just pushes it because it says, oh, you clicked on this one before, so that's the way you wanted to read, and then it pops it out. And that's how these people on Twitter that's how they get validated, because they find someone that echoes their sentiments, and then you never see any of the good stuff without looking. Because I have to look for myself on Twitter. I have to look for what I want to see. Anything like I that pops up, that because I actually clicked on something before too. Now that pops up, so those are like the alerts I get. So it must be true, and everyone must be thinking that way.
Yeah, facts, man. And you know what? Yeah. I'll leave that alone for now. I'll leave that alone for now. And you know what I'm saying. And if any of y'all end up watching and responding to this piece of the video, I'll be waiting for your comment, and I'll be waiting for your little response video too. Because trust me, we let's not do this. Let's not do this. I get bored on the weekend. I get extremely bored, and trust me, like it'll be way worse for you than it is for me. Way worse. But at the end of the day, I do want to say, you know what I'm saying, congrats to Peace Move, Chris and the comedian, Skywalker. You know what I'm saying? Created the podcast, dropped the first episode today. You know what I mean?
Appreciate y'all. Yeah, we got some big things coming up with that, man, and I'm just excited. It's only the beginning.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. For sure, man. Hey, y'all was dropping some gems on there, bro. Like a lot of young artists gotta tap in with y'all. Like what y'all was saying on there. Because or new, if you're not young and you're new, okay, you started at 45, all right, it's okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you're a new artist, tap in. You know, because but I do briefly want to, touch on something y'all was saying. Like, I think, you know what I'm saying, like people really have to start like naming their price, you know what I'm saying, like, and knowing their worth, and at the same time in doing that, you have to have done something and tested the waters to know that they're willing to pay this price for it.
Mm-hmm.
If you ain't got it there, then don't charge it. But if you got it like that and it's actually going to yield a tangible result for that person, then yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that's what y'all was saying during the episode. And I was like, I 110% agree.
Yeah. I have to go into that shit, bro.
Yep. For sure, man. But yeah, if y'all want to know more about that, y'all tap into Create the Culture podcast. You know what I'm saying? Right here on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? They're just one click away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Any final thoughts? Any final things y'all want to get off your chest? Anything?
Company man's hating more than Kendrick hates on Drake.
Damn.
And I would say this too. Diddy a freaky ass nigga, man.
Hey, for sure. And then I guess God. Hey, no, for real. Not like us should be about Diddy. It literally should be about Diddy. Because that man was outlandish. I guess my final thoughts are the one thing I want to leave y'all with is that if you're gonna come for somebody, make sure it's factual. make sure you actually like look up their page. Make sure you look up the actual content. Don't just get to talking about your ass. Okay? Because the only person that looks like an idiot is you. All right. So look, this is episode number 341, No Bail. Okay, there's no bail. Diddy, if you're watching this from your cell via the cell phone that was smuggled in your roommate's ass, let us know. You know what
Do you
I'm
think
saying?
he went and took it out for him? Just it is Diddy. He does some freaky shit. Like, how do you think he got it out?
Yeah, he could have. All
right, I'm done.
Anyway, let me go and run this outro so we can get up out of here.